Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy New Year! Happy 2023!
2023. So, this is Knitistry Knerds. We'll start there. I'm Caytee.
I'm Michele.
We are in the upstate of South Carolina. We are obviously knitters, and we
Science
love
teachers.
Science. We teach it. High school level, not anything.
Yeah, high school.
I gotta do high school, but
Yeah, it's okay.
I hope you all had a wonderful ringing in of the new year and happy holidays and.
Yeah, we planned to record last week and get it posted before the end of the year, but I got a stomach bug and I was not having a good time. Let's just put it that way. It was not fun. I didn't even knit for 4 days.
That says a lot.
I was sick.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't
says a
even.
lot.
I knit while I was recovering from my hip replacement,
Yeah,
but
a
I
lot.
did not knit last week when I was sick. So, it was bad. So we just couldn't pull it all together.
Yeah, good. It's all good. You know.
Yeah.
You're gonna win some and lose some.
That's how it goes. But here we are. It's 2023, episode 15.
Oh my gosh.
It's episode 15.
How exciting.
And today is Wednesday, January 4th.
4th. Mm-hmm.
January 4th. It's been 6 months since our first.
Because we started
7
in May.
months. We started in May, so it's 7 months since our first episode on May the 4th.
May the 4th.
Be with you.
Wow.
Anyway.
7 months.
Okay, 2023. My favorite, everybody comes up with all the weird things about 2023 and the post and all this kind of stuff. My favorite is this god-awful science fiction movie that Sean Connery did way back in the 70s, late 60s, early 70s. Zarzor or Zar something. It was really bad. It was it immediately went to really late night TV kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But in that movie, it was supposed to be set in the futuristic, and he was wearing weird outfits and things like this.
Yeah.
Showed up his belly and legs, his thighs, the whole nine. It was sexy, but
Sounds
it was
kind of
sexy.
what we see at school with some of those kids.
Some of that, yeah. But that movie was set in 2023.
Oh my gosh.
It was like when 2001 came around. That was when Space Odyssey had come out. It kind of blew all your childhood thingies. But
or was it 2015 when we were all supposed to look like Marty McFly and Back to the Future?
Yeah. That was supposed to be it. And So 2023 does not look like it did when Sean Connery was there, but he just looks like every day.
It's normal.
Sorry, that was really bizarre. Me bringing that up. But science fiction.
You were talking about phrases. Was there a
as
phrase
opposed to science friction.
guys, you can't make this stuff up. I'm serious. You can't make it up. The kids.
It's so funny.
One of my kids looked at me and said, Chapman, what is friction? And I go to tell him, and the kid next to them and says, "That's when it's not real." And I looked at him and I was like, "What?" Yeah, it's when it's not real. He goes, I'm asking Miss Chapman about friction. And he goes, it's when it's not real. I said, I think you're thinking of fiction.
We've been laughing all week about this.
That was Monday, I think. It was so funny.
I'm sorry.
It's just the stupidest thing.
It is. So it's now science friction.
Yeah. And it makes being in science class, it's perfect.
It is. It's a frictional day, let me just say.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
So funny.
Anyway. Yeah, the kids came back weird. Let me just they're all spacey. So it's been crazy 3 days.
Yeah.
Fun, but crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Crazy.
It's insane.
All right, we're so not even on a game plan. What all are we supposed to say? We said who we are. Did we say who we are?
We said our names.
Okay.
We said who we are.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was like the first. I try to get it in there early if I can.
Yeah, because we started twice, so I didn't remember when we said it and when we didn't. Okay.
Well, I mean, I went to Texas over the break.
Yep.
Got to see my sister. Miss the crap out of her. I always cry when we leave. It's tough. But she's doing really good. Her and her fiance out there working Quick Trip and QT I've realized this in Texas. Like when you say Quick Trip in Texas,
they don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody knows what you're talking about. I've always called it Quick Trip, but I've known it since I was little because they had them in Georgia.
Yeah.
But it was like, yeah, my sister works at QT, and they're like, where? Or I said Quick Trip, and they're like, where? Like QT. And they're like, oh yeah. So we won trivia one night with a random group of people. That was kind of fun. I don't know who they were, but we enjoyed ourselves.
That's fun.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
I stayed home.
Yeah.
I spent my first week of break frantically doing all the Christmas things because I never do it until we get out of school.
Yeah.
Don't even put up the tree or anything. So in that 1 week before Christmas, I put up the tree, did all the Christmas shopping, wrapping, etc.
All done. Yeah.
All of the stuff. And then
Christmas on the weekend.
Christmas on the weekend, Sarah and her boyfriend came. My oldest daughter, came in with her boyfriend just for the Sunday, Monday. They came in Christmas morning and then left the day after Christmas. Before I got sick. Then I got sick and I lost 4 days. I mean, it took me a while to get my energy back. It was rough.
Better then, though, than now.
Yeah. Or during
Christmas
week, trying to get everything done. That happened. The first year we were in this house, back in 2015, Christmas of 2015, I got food poisoning on Christmas Eve.
Gross.
And we had 3 little kids. Oh. Michael was a week away from being 3, the youngest. And so that was 3, 9, and 11. No. Sarah would have been almost 9. No, Sarah was 9, James was 7, and Michael was just about to turn 3. And I couldn't, and I always have saved the wrapping until the last minute, Christmas Eve, while we're putting all the toys and all that kind of stuff. If you've got kids listening, these
we're not going to say
they're
anything.
Presents from mom and dad that I'm talking about. I always waited to Christmas Eve and got them all wrapped before Santa got there. And but that night I couldn't function.
Yeah.
So I shoved all their gifts into a pile and
put
a note on top that had their name on it and saying Merry Christmas.
Listen,
I couldn't wrap anything. I just couldn't.
Zach's mom does it in those
up
bags now.
Oh,
they've got Christmas bags, and she just puts it all in the Christmas bags when she wants to wrap something. It's great. There's no paper, there's no tape. It's a twist tie in a bag.
Yeah,
I think it's amazing.
I may have to go that, but I did that. But that was the only time But I was sick as a dog that night, so
that's not fun at all.
All right, let's quit talking about me being sick.
Yeah, no more being sick.
Let's talk about knitting.
Then we came back.
That's why we're here. This really is a knitting podcast.
It is. Yeah,
really
we just
do mean for it.
Catching you guys up on life. We are doing a fresh start making challenge from Tina. Her Instagram handle is Tina Say Knits.
Yes.
She's been featuring a lot of different. Everybody who's doing it, she's been featuring it on her Instagram. It has been a lot of fun. So we haven't
done today's yet.
We haven't. Yeah, we'll get there. So I found out that on YouTube, I don't know if I've even talked to you about this on YouTube. It's a hashtag.
I know. I forgot to put the hashtag in first.
We can put out polls. So I've been trying to put out some polls and kind of engaging our community. So one of the ones I put out was, did you have a New Year's resolution, right? So
right.
A lot of you were like, yeah, I said yarn themed because I wanted to know about the yarn themed ones. You guys come up with some good ones. One person said they want to knit their finest yarn, the stuff that you buy and you're afraid to touch.
The stuff you save, the good stuff.
Let me go through it. I'll read them. You guys can always go look and see. But it has been. I'm going to try to do a poll every week if I can. It might not get there, but I think it's fun for us to engage the community this way. All right, so we've got somebody has their Make 9 board and they can't make any purchases until the Make 9s are complete.
Oh, I like that.
That's pick 9 things or pick 3 things, pick 2 things. I was like, we might need to do that because Hugh Loco is really killing us right now.
Nicole?
Stop,
are
please.
ever watching this? You're killing us. That
I'm on a no-spend January, literally.
What
I
is it?
Spend money.
Something Colorado collection.
Cool Colorado?
Cool Colorado collection. That new collection she's just released. It's 9 colors.
It might be 10. I think her things are.
Well, it's going to be 10.
They're just.
It's
your
gorgeous.
Colors.
It's gorgeous.
So jealous. You had that forest green color. I can't remember what it was called. I almost bought that. Then you did the 20% off sale, and I was trying to get the dandelion set, and I stopped myself. I really can't spend any money in January, and I'm doing okay, but it's only the 4th day of January. Stop.
Okay, it's a fresh start making challenge.
Yeah.
2023. This at Tina Say Knit. So
she's got a calendar with it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And so there's a challenge for every day. So we post something different for every day.
First day was our cast-ons, which we'll talk about. We're actually going to talk about what we posted. You can always go look. The second day was our making story. That was fun for us.
Yeah.
So we talked about how we started making, and we put some really old pictures of us up there. So go check them out.
Okay, seriously old pictures. way back.
Yeah, I'm a teenager, and I think you're 8, 9.
10.
Yeah.
10.
There's some good pictures.
Really long. That was before Polaroids were invented, people.
There you go.
Yesterday was word of the year.
Yep. And so your word was
adjust.
Which I liked. I'm doing purpose, so everything's with a purpose. Because I realized I spent hours like scrolling through reels on Instagram, and I get nothing out of it.
We've been sitting here for the last 30 minutes doing that.
But it was for the show. It had a purpose.
We'll say that. We had a purpose. Yeah, it had a purpose.
But like I can watch TV and knit. I could knit and scroll through reels. Like that's what I want to be doing, something with purpose with my time.
Yeah.
And then today is whip check. So you'll actually get our whip check here
before we post it online.
All right. Somebody else's New Year's resolution was kind of combine finger weight with mohair to see what all the fuss is about.
It's wonderful. I've done one thing that way, and I loved it.
I did like this one. So this person wants to add new techniques and broaden their toolbox and be able to create and adapt patterns to their needs and wishes, which, of course, we love doing that. So very good, very good. Using up their stash, like that is good luck.
Yeah. Don't watch us.
No. If by using you mean cast on, watch us. We can cast on.
Okay. This is my Christmas present from Caytee.
Yes.
Official yarn enabler.
This is Michele to a T. I wasn't going to get her anything. I told her that.
We weren't going to do that.
But come on, guys. I saw this and I had to get it for her. Like,
It's me.
It's Michele.
It really is.
So we'll enable you to get all the yarns.
I'm the official yarn enabler.
Careful. Don't watch us. And don't.
I'm going to keep this around all the time.
Don't follow Hugh Loco either. She'll get to you.
Nicole's killing us.
Somebody wants to find their sock recipe to become a sock knitter. I thought that was wonderful.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And then they have 3 blankets they want to finish, and then 10 hats for Knit the Rainbow. I don't think I've heard of that one before. We might have to look that one up.
I'll Google. I'd be Googling.
This one I did, not last year, but the year before, only buy yarn for a specific purpose. That was very difficult to do as well, because like you see yarn you really love and you want to buy it, but you have to have a purpose for it. But I think that's a good goal to have, is like, what am I going to use this for? Because there's tons of yarn I have that I don't know what to use.
Oh, yeah.
Brioche. She wants to turn. This person wants to turn to their stash first before buying anything, which I love. And this one I really, really liked. It was learn new stitches and make a sampler Afghan.
Oh, cool!
Like that was such.
I've seen those. As a matter of fact, Barbara, the stitch manual. Barbara. Okay, I'll think of it in a minute. Did a Afghan book, where everyone is a different stitch pattern to learn. So she took some of her favorite stitch patterns, and that people wanted to learn and do, and it made an Afghan out of it. It's gorgeous.
So cool. I think it's a great idea.
But that's from like way back. That's the 80s, 90s, way back in the old time.
All right, so what's Knit the Rainbow?
Knit the Rainbow. We're going to find out more about this, but when I found the website, it's knittherainbow.org. Crafting handmade clothing for homeless LGBTQ plus youth in New York City. At least 40% of the homeless youth in New York City identify as LGBTQ plus. Knit the Rainbow works to empower and protect these youth by providing with handmade knit and crochet winter clothing accessories. It was founded in 2020.
Wow, so not long, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, show that picture. That's amazing. Look at all these like projects that they've done.
It's by the box full.
Oh my gosh.
So,
such a great way to use.
I'm going to keep this open and check that out some more in a little bit.
And the link will be in the show notes. So go check if you want to check more out. Check it out down there. There you go.
Okay, it's open. It's there somewhere. Okay, so we've talked about the Fresh Start Making Challenge that we're doing, daily thing, and so follow us on Instagram to see that. It's an Instagram challenge.
Our eCal is over.
It
and
is.
We didn't pick winners yet.
We need to do that.
So what we're going to do, because we really need to get the gifts together, like the prizes. So we'll do that next episode. We'll pick them, and then you think it's too late to wait, or should we just do an Instagram? We could do a YouTube live.
We could. We'll
like Monday next week.
Yeah, we'll do a short video next week.
Yeah,
and post it so that y'all can see us with the name, and we'll show what we're going to do for prizes and stuff.
Sorry, I completely forgot.
Which reminds me, we're like a little over 100 subscriptions away from our 1023 goal.
That's so exciting.
We were at 905 this morning.
What?
So, 905 this morning. So, we're hoping that we'll get to that 1023 and we'll have another giveaway when we hit 1023. So,
super excited.
If you
about
haven't
that.
push subscribe because that's our goal. Is again because a mole is 6.02 times 1023rd. We did a giveaway at 602, and so now we want to do one at 1023 because we're moley crazy people. Whack-a-moles.
Okay. So I've got some patterns that I want to show from that, but I'll wait till the next one. We'll just like things that people have done. There's some really good ones.
Oh yeah.
I think I've sent you pictures and stuff. So we'll talk about that.
We'll do a whole eCal episode.
Just do an eCal episode.
We'll just do an
eCal
ePal
episode. Be
episode,
episode 16
which neither one of us managed to complete.
I knit 2 socks at a time, and this is the fastest sweater I've ever knit. I feel like that is.
Okay, we'll talk. Yeah, but
we'll talk about this.
We didn't finish our eCal stuff. We just didn't yet because.
But that's why we let you guys do whips, because we know how bad we are about finishing those kind of things, and I don't want anyone to feel like they are forced to knit something.
Yeah, no.
This is for us. It's a joy. We love doing this, and if it becomes a chore, then that
sucks all the joy out of it.
There's no need to do it anymore.
Why do it? It's not fun.
I don't think we're beating ourselves up about this. Like,
no,
we didn't finish. No. We didn't finish. Yeah, like, it's okay.
It's like
if it doesn't bring you joy,
West thing.
It's got to bring you joy.
Yeah. It's in a bag on the floor, and that poor bag, I'm going to have to...
Is it in timeout?
It's in such timeout. I mean, like, I don't even want to look at the bag anymore. So that poor bag, I got to put something fun in it because it has memories.
All right, we have a few. Let's start with our FOs.
You want to do FOs?
Then we'll do whips, and then we'll do purchases.
We're twinning.
Yeah,
we're twinning. We finished our Easy V's
over the break. Both of us, right?
We both did.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And I blocked mine. We should stand up. And
we should stand up. Okay.
So we're trying not to shake the table as much.
Okay. Oops! Ouch! Hang on, table. There it goes. Wait. All right. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So check it out.
You can see how much taller Caytee is than I am now. Okay, so.
You can't even see my chin.
No. You can see all my wrinkles.
It looks so
It really does. And look how different they are. They turned out. We decided, okay, so we've established that I did way more ribbing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
maybe mine just stretched more. More
I blocked this and the length of the body a lot. I didn't block the neck as much.
I worked hard on the neck because I wanted all that ribbing to lay flat, and my top edge is curling just a smidge.
I think it's supposed to. You knit those 2 rows. I think it's supposed to. That's her design. I made
long sleeves. Long sleeves. They're a little bit long.
I mean,
they.
But when she pushes them up, show how it it can fold over and
it does, and I like a long sleeve. I will sit here like this most of the time because my hands get cold. So I don't mind a bit. I like a little longer sleeve, even though I'm a dwarf. But I'm so short armed and short legged. But so my color work hangs way far down compared to yours.
Huh?
Did I do more?
I
don't know.
What size was yours? Because there was more for the larger sizes, I think.
I did make a larger size.
Maybe that's what it was.
I've lost 20 pounds since I started this thing. 15 pounds anyway since I started this thing.
If you guys go back and look at our first episode, you can tell Michele has done a wonderful job. She has lost a ton of weight.
45 pounds.
She's done amazing.
Got more to go. But
so much so that my sister texted me and goes, "Is Michele okay?" I was like, "No, it's weight she wanted to lose."
Bless Rachel.
She's so nice.
Okay, so we're going to try and put the set back together here.
Maybe we should show you guys how cramped in we are one day.
This is crazy.
But I highly recommend the pattern.
It was so much fun. I'm going to do another one.
By Caitlin Hunter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Caitlin Hunter. Boiling Knit Works.
We should talk about our yarn. This is Orange Like Effie's Hair. This is a yarn I did. And we'll talk about my yarn a little later. And then these here are all Primrose. They're secondhand sale, what do they call it? Milled ends and secondhand yarn. So I will say the yellow, I won Yarn Chicken by this much.
Ooh.
It was close. So
that is close.
And they all ended up being where I had I had a good chunk, and I have just a little bit left.
Yeah.
I could see the ends of all 3 skeins of my color.
And I got big old chunks left of mine.
Have big old chunks left. So.
This is Ella Ray Merino, 100% Merino that I got it Tuesday morning. So I'm sure it's a discontinued yarn, but it's just a DK superwash Merino. And then my colors really there's only 3, but
It's the yarn.
Yeah, the yarn. It's Yarn Hero. Her DK. I forgot what it's
DK or
called.
worsted? Like mine's worsted.
No, it's DK.
Here's a DK. Huh.
She does a fingering / sport and a DK and a worsted. She does all 3. But it's Yarn Hero, and that bright pink. I didn't know that was in there till all of a sudden it just dried out of the skein. I'm like,
It
oh
looks
my god,
so good though.
Yeah, and I like how they're similar, but they're not the same.
Yeah, I don't know that mine are that different. No, mine are not very different at all, to be honest.
Yeah, see,
Maybe
I
a little
love
more
how
gray.
they change completely. But
It's beautiful.
it really is nice. I do like it. The dog has to go out. Did he come up and get you?
Yep.
Yep. He went upstairs and got my son up
Sorry,
to or come out of his room and to let him out. But so we're twinning. We have
PD Day.
PD Day, professional development,
Whole
district-wide, whole district, all 3 high schools and all the middle schools all together at one time. So we're gonna wear them, so that everybody can see us, because everybody knows. Oh, those are those knitters from Powdersville, and yeah, here we are.
The teacher who's next to me, like somebody asked this morning, one of my kids, and I was like, "Yeah, I made it." And she, every time I saw her today, she was, "I still can't believe you made that. I still can't believe you made it." Like, I don't usually get too many compliments from non-knitters on stuff, but she was very adamant. Like, and I think it looks great. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. Like, it turned out really
And it's your
well.
colors.
Yeah.
It really is. It turned out nice. And you can tell I like big old loose sloppy stuff, and she likes form fitted.
Yep.
And this pattern worked for both of us to,
Yeah.
to do the way we like to style or make stuff fit. Do you have any other FOs?
No, you have the other FOs. I'm FO'd out.
I have another one. I forgot to get a picture of it.
Yeah.
One of our friends, and our assistant principal at school, I've done for a very, very long time. Anyway, her little boy, who's 6, I had made him a hat a year or so ago, a bright red hat, and he's lost it. He knew he wore it to schools, so it got gone at school. It's not shown up in Lost and Found yet, but they told me that he had lost a hat, so I asked him, I said, "Do you want me to make you another hat?" And he goes, "Yes." I said, "Do you have any color preferences?" Wants. What color do you want? And he goes, I want teal hat with a rainbow pom-pom.
And it was a teal hat.
So I made a teal hat with a rainbow
So
pom-pom.
cute.
And I don't remember what pattern it was. Let's see if I
Just don't get the pattern.
It's got to be on my Knitting Genius.
It was like this white pom
It's a
pom.
the pom-pom I got at Hobby Lobby.
White.
Fake
had
fur.
like pops of rainbow color in it. So cute.
Where's my...
FO.
No, wait, go back. Where's my finished? There it is. Ribberoni. I loved the name. The Ribberoni hat.
Yep.
Previous step. Let's go ahead and show the picture of the Ribberoni.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Isn't it cute? I just thought it was so cute. That's the picture from the pattern. You can see it's called the Ribberoni hat by Jane Tanner. I got it off Ravelry. I loved the decreases, the way it came together at the top.
Yes.
And I did it all in one color, teal. And it had the nicest little fit and flair to it. It looked good on him. He put it on yesterday.
Good.
And stopped by to tell me thank you. So, because he rides the bus over to our school after he gets done in first grade. But it was a great pattern. I intend to make more off this pattern. I'm going to experiment with making it longer and then flipping it up and stuff like that. But it turned out real cute. It turned out real cute.
Just imagine it. It was beautiful,
Yeah.
guys.
So that was an FO that I had not cast on last time we filmed.
Yeah, so she cast on and finished it within
A day.
Yeah.
It was just a day. And then I showed this on our last video. I had just started the Massaman vest with alterations.
Lots of
For my daughter, out of the Color Theory from Line Brand, the acrylic from Line Brand. And I was still in the round.
So before the sleeves.
Yeah, I was still in the round part down here. I'd not split for the sleeves yet. So it's now done. Because after I split for the sleeves, you do the back front, then you do the back, vice versa, whichever. I think I did the back first. And then doing the neck. Okay, now this pattern, this is all a waffle stitch. It's not stockinette in the pattern. Pattern also comes with a cowl pattern that matches it. It makes it
cute.
look really cute.
Yeah.
She didn't want the cowl. And it also doesn't have a neck band. It's got where you pick up all the stitches and then bind them off. And I wanted a neck band, so I made
I feel like it would work well with the waffle.
the waffle stitch, because it would lay
Yeah.
flat. It
Yeah.
wouldn't curl.
You could actually,
And plus, if you're going to make the cowl,
Right.
what do you need? But with just this, so I did just a garter band and bound off in pearl. But that turned out pretty good. It hasn't been blocked yet.
And it looks
Yeah,
great so far.
it hasn't been blocked
look,
yet. It's got the garter stitch ribbed sides. There, you can see that a little bit better. How it's got the columns of garter. And
it's very squishy.
It's very
a good
squishy.
yarn.
It's got a squish factor. So we'll see how it wears. But she wanted a cropped dark gray vest. So she now has a cropped dark gray vest. She is shorter bodied than I am in the torso. So that
it looks short, but it's not going to
it's
look
not
like that
it's,
on her.
it'll look good on her.
It'll
She likes wearing high-waisted skirts and pants, and so this will work.
It'll be perfect for her.
Yeah, it's her style. It really is. Okay. So I had 3 FOs.
Yeah.
Since last time. That's not bad. And you had one, a big one.
I had a big one.
Big one.
Listen, I stayed up till midnight, many nights, just trying to get this all done. Really, it was like, am I going to win yarn chicken? I'll be honest, that is one of those things that stresses me out. It shouldn't, because I can figure something out. I know that. But
these yarns are hard. You can't even match them. You order 2 skeins and they don't match.
Yeah. So I can. I'm going to show. I've ordered some more. I'll show you what it looks like. But I knew I could find a way to do it. I had enough green that if I needed to finish out in green, I knew I could do that. But it just stresses me out. It shouldn't, but it was like, I need to know if I'm going to be able to finish this. It is stressful, though. So I stayed up late many nights just getting through. And when I did the first sleeve, I put in a lifeline because I wanted to make sure that I was going to have enough to finish out the second sleeve and if I needed to go back and stuff. So it was, I mean, it's a fun pattern, guys.
It's so
do
pretty.
it. Yep.
I love her colors.
Yeah.
Mine's bright and garish, and hers is thematic. I like it.
They look good. I love them.
Yeah, we're happy. And we will be twinning on
Friday
Professional Development Day next week.
Let me talk about the 2 things I got on, like the one thing I got on the way to Texas, so I could knit. So Michele and I are both car knitters. Like that's what we do.
Because our husbands drive.
Yep. And so
insist on driving. They're not better drivers. They just insist on driving.
Yeah. Well, Zach doesn't like me to drive at night because I'm night blind. I can't see.
I am too. I can't.
So
either.
it's one of those things where like I drive at night if I absolutely have to, and I will if I have to. But it can be rough.
Yeah, neither one of us stay out after dark without a driver.
Or it's got to be really close to home, or everything's got to be really lighted. Because I could drive Texas highways because there are so many lights on the interstates and that kind of thing. So on the way there, 5:30, 6 o'clock hit, it got dark. I could no longer actually knit without turning the top light on, which is not a
safety thing.
Yeah,
that's not safe.
Like you could, it just, So on the way to Texas, in the middle of the night, I ordered this and shipped it to my sister's house to show up so I could use it on the way back.
I already have one and I love it.
I'm going to put the link in the bottom so you can buy it. This one is so great. So it's very flexible. You can point it wherever you need to. It has this thing that...
Does it have the 3 levels of light?
It's got 3 types of light and 5 brightnesses.
Ooh, I have 3 brightnesses.
So, I don't know how this would look. Like, okay, so there's the one color, and then there's the white, and then so those 2 are kind of meh. And then it's got all those bright. Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, it will also vibrate after 45 minutes to tell me that I've been, technically it's for reading, that I'm straining my eyes and reading too much. So it'll have a little feature. And then it won't turn on in your purse. Like it's got one of those, the button has to be pushed down and then pulled forward. Oh. So it won't accidentally turn on. Yeah, so I thought it was
I haven't had trouble with mine doing that either. I got...
Was yours batteries? Because this one's rechargeable.
No, mine's charging.
Yeah. Get a rechargeable one. It's
rechargeable. We travel. I travel at least probably half a dozen times a year. Where we go and stay. Like we go to the beach, Myrtle Beach, twice a year, and stay for a week or long weekends. And I go back and forth to Texas and just everywhere. So you never know what lighting situation you're going to get in not just a car, but in a hotel or somebody else's house. Yep. You just never know what kind of lighting situation you're going to have. If you're going to have a chair near the light or whatever. So
it's good to have.
It's good to have, and so I have it with me all the time.
I
have been known to stop at a truck stop
So you could charge it.
And buy a headlamp.
I was about to say, I have a headlamp.
Yeah, that's what I used to use before I found the rechargeable
I don't like
thingy.
the headlamp.
I don't either. I hate it. I would put it around my neck.
Yep.
And so it would hang down on my light, but it's too bright, and it reflects funny.
It turns, or it.
Yeah.
I did not like the headlamp. If that works for you, that is awesome. This next
it didn't work for me,
book reader was.
Yeah, that thing is perfect. Yeah.
So little fun.
That's a cool tool.
Gizmo. And then while I was knitting the EZV, I actually did math, guys. I measured how much of each color I had and then split them into 2 different balls so I have both sides, and that's where all the yarn chicken came in. But my sister's food balance was definitely, her balance for grams was not, no, it was bad. Because I put it on there and I would knit like 6 or 7 rows and it wouldn't change at all. And then I'd knit one more row and it changed like 2 or 3 grams. I was like,
yeah, no. That something's wrong with her balance.
Michele has shown hers before. This is like a little travel balance.
Yeah, I showed mine several episodes ago.
Been since our last PD day as a district.
Yeah,
that's when
I had it. Yeah.
So this one takes batteries, so it's 2 AAA batteries, which came with it, which was nice. I will go ahead and tell you the thing I don't like is that this doesn't actually stay closed, so I have to put a rubber band around it. But what I do like, this is very similar to what Michele has. The only difference is it has a travel weight, calibration weight. And the instructions on calibrating are at the top. Like, it's not that difficult. This is 50 grams. I can even use this, like, I can check my calibration by putting this on there and seeing if it's still calibrated or if I need to do something.
Right.
This is, to me, this was the stellar
high
factor.
level. That's high level. I would definitely have gotten that one if that had been an option when I got mine.
So, and it's the reason I thought of it is because her balance was so off.
Yeah.
That I was like, I need to buy a calibration weight, and I don't think those kitchen food balances generally have a way to calibrate them. You just kind of buy a new one.
You just get a new one. They're not that expensive.
I think this one's to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places, which is nice.
Yeah, mine did too. I love that.
Yeah,
I
my
love
kitchen
that.
one is 1 decimal.
I'm like thinking, I need to upgrade.
Yeah,
get me a new one.
Put a link in the show notes down there.
We'll remember to do that.
So those are the 2 Texas ones. They went along with what we're talking about.
Make the traveling easier. Make the knitting easier wherever you are.
You gonna whip it?
Okay.
Let's whip it.
You can whip it.
How many whips do you have? I got one.
Well, the socks.
I'm not showing.
And the new one I just cast on.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah, I just have the 2.
Okay, so you want to start? Do you want to show your socks?
Sure.
Did you start the heel?
I finished the first heel.
For which one?
The Autumn Acorn Magic Heel.
Did you finish that last time?
No, I'm still working on it.
You were starting. Okay. You did say something about liking it. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, I'm a good inch and a quarter past the heel now. And the heel, it's really just a big old swath of ribbing, but it's like 5 inches of ribbing. And so your heel goes in here and it just conforms. I've tried this thing on and I like it.
You should do it and take a picture and put on the
Yeah, I will. But I really, it's so cute. Doesn't it look good on camera? That's so cute.
They're so cute.
I like that, the way it fits on my heel, and it's quicker, obviously. It's just ribbing. So I'm still working, and I'm still on the Addy flips, loving the Addy flips. I'm a good 2 inches, I'm about 2 inches before I start the toe.
That's not bad.
And then because I'm making a shorty sock. So once I finish the toe, then I'll take pictures and post them and show it on program. When I make the second one, I'm going to use Earth Tone Girls, Denise DeSantis, is that her last name? Okay. Denise Earth Tones Girl. I'm going to make her heel on the second sock.
See how it goes.
And see how it goes. And see which one I like better, or how do I like how they fit. Do they fit well? As I don't care if my socks match or not. But I want to try it.
Yeah.
And I love this yarn.
It's beautiful color. Look at those colors.
It's so rainbowy. See, you can see all the colors.
Beautiful
in
dark
it.
rainbow.
It's so pretty. Anyway, so I'm still working on them, guys. I didn't get them both done before
Same thing. I'm working on it.
End of the ecal, but I'm going to keep working on them because I have invested.
Yeah.
And sometimes just sitting and going around in circles, vroom vroom.
Yep.
Is a good thing.
It is. Okay,
Okay, that's my sock.
beautiful. All right, so I'll go.
Yeah, you go with your.
All right. I cast this
whip.
on last year. I have not picked it up much since then. So really, this is like a new whip for you guys anyway, because I don't think I've ever shown it.
I didn't know you were working on Hinterland.
Yeah. So this is Hinterland by
I have the yarn. I have yarn in the pattern set aside, ready to start.
Jennifer Steinberg.
I think.
She's gonna look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
I should pull up the picture of why I picked the colors I did, or why I got the yarn I did for this. So I am almost done with the color work on the cowl. Let me just stretch it out here and show you guys.
Steingas.
Oh, look how good it looks up there.
Oh, see, that's just beautiful.
Oh, it looks so good.
So stinking good.
So,
this is the pattern on Ravelry.
I can show the.
Well, I'll show the name, the pattern, and her name. And this is Jennifer. This is her. See, Hinterland by Jennifer Steingas, and that's her original one. She used Spin Cycle for her color work color. And you can see how it... Let me pull it up. And there, you can see the color work there. And the sleeves that are going to be there. So I have it. That was the first Spin Cycle I ever bought. I bought 2 skeins of Spin Cycle to do in a springy, greeny colorway. I can't remember which color name it is, but it's going to be lighter greens. And then I just can't decide which background color I'm going to use. I keep changing my mind.
It is fun. Her knit is so much fun. This is what I saw that made me want to do it. So this is somebody's.
That's so cute.
This is theirs. They used.
There are 770 projects on Ravelry for Hinterland.
She used Spin Cycle, but what? Oh my gosh! But what I really liked was that tweed green, and she used Stroll tweed from Knit Picks, and so that is what it is on our Instagram as well. That's what
yes.
All of this is tweed Stroll tweed. Fingering weight.
That is so pretty.
The color, like the green is held single, but all the colors I've held double because it's technically supposed to be sport weight, which I know that's not. Or it's supposed to be DK, maybe?
No, it's fingering. It's fingering.
No. The Spin Cycle is
sport.
Is sport. That's
yeah,
what I was
fingering
thinking.
Is sport. The dyed in the wool. Spin Cycle dyed in the wool is their sport.
Yes.
So and Dream State is their worsted.
Sport is definitely not fingering held twice, but I like the way this has kind of come out.
It makes it pop.
Yeah.
I mean, bulge,
I know that, like, your science teachers have told you this in the past, but read her pattern instructions. So she talks about how to hold the yarn so that the thicker, her sport weight sections show up better. So you're supposed to have your background on top.
Yeah.
And then your color work yarn on the bottom.
Whatever one you want to pop out is your dominant hand.
Yeah.
It goes in, you hold it in your dominant hand.
And so she talks about it in her instructions, and I think it's really worked. Like
y'all need to look at her body of work. It does color work that's just.
She has one that looks like wheat in the wind. She's got.
That's on my list too.
Yeah, it's on mine too.
Family wheat farmers here.
How have we not talked about her before?
I don't know.
But I tried it on last night. I can't write it. I don't have I do, but I don't have it on there. And I was like, oh, it's going to be, because it looks really long.
And some people did it really long, but I'm of course going to make mine short.
This just kind of like, I wasn't sure about it. And I tried it on, and it only came to like, mid-arm, not even to my armpit yet. So I was worried it was being too long with my.
At how this knitter. Look, she did the background behind the color work a different color than the body.
That looks so cute.
Isn't that cute? That's different. That's really different.
This is why I love Ravelry and like Instagram. I know Instagram we get some of it,
and we should really post
more on
our projects on, because it's such a huge benefit to be able to look at what other people. I mean, and see it on real people bodies. Yeah. With widely varying types of yarn and selections
in there
and colors, color choices. Like Caytee picked her colors because somebody else has made her think those colors.
All of those pictures for her, that version, are just gorgeous. Look at this one, the light.
Y'all, that's just so pretty. I can't even see straight. That's just so pretty. I'm gonna have to go get my yarn. I'm gonna have to figure this out.
Love the project. Oh, I like how they did their cuffs. But they don't have the color work on the cuffs. Yeah. I bet you they just ran out of yarn. Or they didn't
just did enough for the ribbing. Or they just got tired of doing color work. Not everybody loves it as much as we do. But it's beautiful. And And it doesn't have to be a variegated or color changing yarn. Look how pretty and classy.
That
Just
looks like
two
snow
colors.
in the forest.
It does
It's
look like snow in
beautiful.
a forest, but it's just two colors. And that's beautiful. Beautiful.
No, it is a fingering weight sweater, which I know some people prefer to not do fingering weight sweaters.
It takes a while.
It does take a long time.
It takes a while.
But the
Okay, I'm gonna quit looking.
I think the stroll is fairly inexpensive, so you don't
It
have to. You
is.
don't have to spend too much money on.
Y'all
making
should
it.
feel that. You should feel this sweater.
It looks itchy, but it is
It's so soft.
squishy and soft.
There's no. It's so squishy.
Guys. Knit Picks is great. Like their yarn is very affordable, and they have sales all the time. So if you're looking for, and that's stroll is that wool? Hold on, I forgot I had this. So here's the label.
Yeah, stroll tweed.
And it is 65% superwash, 25% nylon, and then the Donegal tweed.
Nips. That's pretty.
So this is the color of Sequoia Heather. I think one of these is Firestone or something. I don't know. I'll put it in Ravelry eventually.
We will.
I just don't have the
we need to
bands.
get. We need to get better. I haven't put any projects in 10 years. I bet.
Yeah.
I bet it's been 10 years since I put
I think
anything in Ravelry.
I put it in, but I don't have any pictures.
I don't do. Yeah, we're gonna get better. There's me a goal. There's a knitting goal for 2023.
Your
It's
resolution.
put projects. And also, okay. Here's another thing. This goes hand in hand with my other knitting goal. That's not really knitting, but it's about knitting. I'm starting a knitting journal. I used to do this. I used to keep a knitting journal and put the ball bands when I didn't lose them, and pieces of the yarn and pictures, and really like a scrapbook almost. Except I would write in it as I was working on the project, and I could keep track of who it was for, or where did I get the yarn, and why I picked what I picked. And
I grabbed mine to show, so because I knew you were going to talk about it. I will post pictures on Instagram. We'll do it that way. But
so I've ordered from Happy Planner, who had a sale. And I'm into planners anyway, guys. I'm an avid. We all are. We both are.
We love them.
But I got ordered stuff to set up and do a knitting journal again, and I'm calling it my knitting notebook. KNOTE. Notebook.
That's another thing we could do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Ideas just went woo inside my head. So I'm going to do that, but as part of that whole thing, I'm going to tie Ravelry into it and do
That's
it
a good
online
idea,
and analog, and
It's
on
not
paper.
hard. Yeah, once you have it on paper, it's not that hard to transfer over.
And so that way I'll be able to do, if I do it while I'm knitting it, then I'll have all that stuff there so I can put it in and do the actual, because the projects I like the best on Ravelry are when people write a bunch of stuff about it.
Yeah.
And they talk about, even if they date it or if they do it all at the end, it doesn't matter to me. It's like, I love that discussion of what they thought and what they changed and what worked and what didn't work.
Yep.
I love that.
That's great.
And so I need to get better
That's a
at
good
my
idea.
Ravelry.
Yeah.
So knitting goals for 2023. There's two.
And I
Ravelry
think,
and journal.
to be honest, knitting journals are great. When you talk about the yarn you used, the needles you used, and you put your gauge in there as well, like before and after blocked if you want to, or something, you can actually use that on other projects. Like if you know,
If you use the same yarn again and something
or
else.
because my gauge on wood versus metal is a little different. So I think it makes your life easier in the long run.
Yeah, in the long run, because you can go back and talk or look at it, and it's also a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
Especially if you tend to, like we do, buy yarn everywhere you go. It's souvenirs, so then you can talk about where I got the yarn and where I put it together and what gave me an idea, what was my inspiration for my color choices, that kind of stuff. So
someday we'll be really famous and somebody will sell our notebooks for millions of dollars and it'll be amazing, but we'll be dead, so we won't.
Hey, as long as my kids don't burn them, I'm okay.
That's right. That's the
Mom's
thing.
gone. Let's just burn
Listen,
her crap.
if you were just gonna burn my yarn stash, just bury me with it, please.
I told you last time I'm gonna line my coffin in some of this stuff. Of course, it's in my will to be cremated, but that's okay. Yarn can go with me. Okay, we're being morbid.
Sorry, guys.
We're being morbid.
A little dark. She has another whip.
I have another
and
whip.
a cast on at the same
I
time.
cast on New Year's Day
for
our fresh start thing. I've been dying to start. I've been dying to cast something new on. Oh, y'all, I finally broke down and did it. So what I'm doing, okay, Cozy Up Sisters, Cozy Up Knits. They're from Canada, from northern Alberta, and they're four sisters. and all of them knit. Although the one of the younger twins, doesn't knit very frequently anymore. But the other three and their mom all knit all the time. And Mom has a bag business, JoJo's Bags. This is a JoJo bag, and they do a mystery. They've been doing a mystery knit along starting January 1st. This is the 7th one.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And I've done some of them, but not really finished any of them. Mm-hmm. And so this time they said they were calling it the Mini Me, and they're dedicating it to their kids. They have 8 kids between the 3 of them. Wow. And they're dedicating it to their kids, and they're using minis, a set of minis, so that you had to have 10 minis and a full skein.
Main color.
Yeah, main color full skein. So,
which if we know Michele and minis.
Yeah, they had minis. I showed it. I don't remember what episode, but it's from Molly Klein Designs, or Sweet Tea Yarn. Sweet Tea Yarn is what she calls it. Yeah, Sweet Tea Yarns. It's the Encanto set. Encanto? You know, the Disney movie about the Casa Madrigal, the magic house, and all the family and everything. So, like, this is Maribel, and this is Isabel, and there's Luisa. This is Casa Madrigal. This is Abuela. Don't talk about Bruno. And this is a tonal that came with a full skein of Don't Talk About Bruno. It's a sock set, but I threw it in here because I need another ball. And this one is,
I'm impressed. Abuela?
Antonio. That's the cool little boy who talks to the animals. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love him.
It's a cute movie.
It's a great movie. I love it. Luisa's song is
yeah.
I still sing it all the time. Anyway, so I have these 8 minis. 8 minis. And then, so of course, I have a few in my stash.
Just a couple.
So I pulled out some other ones that I could blend in. And so
you just haven't decided which ones
I just haven't decided which ones I want. Now, okay, by the time this comes out, Clue 1 came out on Saturday.
The 31st.
The 1st. When was the 1st? Sunday. Came out on Sunday. I should remember that because my son's birthday was on Monday the 2nd. By the way, I'm no longer the mother of teenagers. My youngest was 20 on Monday, so I am no longer the mother of teenagers. That's one of those things I'm having to adjust to. That's why my word of the year is adjust. So, if you're doing this mystery knit along and you haven't seen Clue 1 yet, by the time this comes out, Clue 2 is about to come out. So I'm going to show it, is what I'm telling you. I'm going to show as far as I've gotten on Clue 1.
If you need to skip ahead.
If you need to skip ahead, go ahead, or just close your eyes and listen for a few minutes. And
we'll tell you when you can look.
We'll tell you when you can look back. So
close your eyes.
Close your eyes. All right. So, obviously it's a shawl. And you start off in your main color. Whoops. Sorry. And then you're short rowing. Okay, this is in garter. And then you're short rowing in seed stitch through that color. That's Maribel. That's my first color swath. And then I've just started in on Isabella. That purpley pink that's coming down there, and that's what the next swath is going to be. And so I'm going to repeat, a short row swath of it. That'll be the end of Clue 1. So I've got till Saturday, Sunday morning, whenever, before Clue 2 drops. So I think I might actually get it done. It goes real fast. I love seed stitch. I know a lot of people don't, but I love seed stitch and ribbing. I like that knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, back and forth. We've talked about before, knit and continental. I just flick my finger back and forth. It's not a big deal to switch between knitting and purling for me. I'm just as fast here as I am here.
But English is a little bit more.
To me, when I knit English, I don't like seed stitch.
Yeah.
Because it's a laborious process to change how you're holding the yarn. But anyway, I think it looks like beach towels on the sand.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
So I'm picturing all these different swaths of color on my sandy. It's technically called biscuit, and then it's a mini set she did for Encanto when it came out. She did; those are not available anymore. A biscuit is. She still sells biscuit, and I'll link her the show notes. But it's Molly Klein Designs is how she goes by on Instagram, and I'm not sure the Etsy shop is under Molly Klein or if it's under Sweet Tea, but I'll link it below. But anyway, I'm loving it. To me, seed stitch is so relaxing.
All right, you can open your eyes now.
Open your eyes.
And that's our whips.
And that's all. Yeah, that's. Seriously, since the last time we filmed, that's all I've worked on was that vest and this sweater, the sock, and then I cast this on.
The hat.
And the hat. And I did the hat. I forgot about it.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it wasn't bad to not be that productive over a break. I feel like I needed the rest and the focus and that kind of thing, so it was good.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna let Chewy.
Chewy wants in.
He is
Chewbacca, our dog.
Coming, Chewy.
He is half Pomeranian, half fox terrier. Rat terrier. You're a rotten dog. Rotten dog. When he wants something, he wants it. He's spoiled. And he loves Caytee.
That's because I give him a TREAT every
She
time.
does. She gives him a TREAT when she walks in the door. He just, by the time she gets in the door, he's this high off. He sees her through the front window out in the driveway. And by the time she gets to the back door, he's off the ground like this high. Yeah. He looks like a palm with rat terrier legs.
Yeah, super sweet baby.
Okay.
Right. Purchases.
Hi,
Chewy.
Yeah. Hi,
It's
Chewy.
very needy right now.
Yeah. So I think Caytee should talk about.
I got one too. It says, hanging on by a stitch marker. At least it's cute.
You know us in stitch markers. Those of you who've been around, you know about us and our stitch markers.
Yeah.
So that was perfect.
I saw this and I was like, this is us, the two of us right here.
Yeah.
Yarn Enabler and John hanging in there.
Buy a stitch marker.
Ooh, this year for sure.
That's so cute. Thank you again for my gift.
You're welcome.
My gifty.
I did get her a book.
She also gave me a book.
The book of the year for 2022. I don't know if it's Barnes and Noble or if it's like
I don't know.
something. I don't know. But it's called Lessons in Chemistry. I'm almost done with it. This is a fabulous book. The chemistry in there, the things I've heard, they sound true. Let me put it that way. Like the things I've heard, I haven't thought, oh, that might not be true. Everything sounds good.
Does the author have a background in chemistry?
Oh, I don't know. I never even looked.
She's a copywriter and creative director who's worked widely in the fields of technology, medicine, and education. Open water swimmer, rower, and mother to two pretty amazing daughters. She currently lives in London with her husband and her dog, 99.
Oh,
I love that.
The dog's name in the book also has a numerical value. That makes sense.
Oh, that's
like
cute.
it's so cute.
Well, are you? You're too young.
What?
Get Smart, Agent 99.
Oh no.
Was his sidekick, and they eventually got married. Barbara. I can't remember her name. It was Barbara something. I'm on a Barbara kick today. I am on a Barbara kick. But on the Get Smart TV series, it was Maxwell Smart and Agent 99.
Makes sense.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw 99.
Yeah.
Agent 99.
That's probably what it's for.
It may be.
There is swearing. Just a thing there. A little bit of swearing, and there's like some instances of rape, but it's not like I've read some things that have been terrible before. This is not. I don't think it would be.
It would be a trigger.
Wouldn't be a trigger. Okay. So, but just so that you're aware, this is what's in the book if you're deciding to read it. But it's a good book. I feel like she did a fabulous job with it. So if you're into that kind of thing, read it. All right, now we're going to talk about purchases because I talked about this one. I can talk about.
You got more than I got.
I do have,
yeah, you got more than I got.
I have more this time.
She has more than I do.
So these came from a store in San Antonio, Texas. I went there while I was visiting my sister. It's called Yarnivore. So like
That's
carnivore,
hysterical.
but for yarn, and they've got a T-Rex outside. It is a cute shop.
That's awesome.
Han behind the counter. They were so nice to us. Rachel bought a wrist ruler. We opened almost every can to check wrist rulers to make sure she was getting what she wanted, and the one we opened didn't have the wrist ruler in it, or the one she bought, we didn't open. The wrist ruler was not in it, so we had to go back, and Han was very nice about working with us, so thank you, Han.
Had to go back.
So I bought this, I bought that.
For me. Thank you.
And I bought some needles because I needed them to do this. So I bought the Knitter's Pride Mindful Kindness. Is that what they are?
Mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
right?
It's the bluish ones.
Yeah, the aqua. Then the aqua set. I think it's Mindful.
I meant to bring them. I completely forgot.
Or Mindfulness.
They're the only ones that the store had that were the swivel cables. They're beautiful. I love them. So, and they're going to work with a lot of other things. So I bought that in a set of sixes.
Of course.
6 size tips. I wanted to do 2 sleeves 2 at a time, so I forgot to bring a second set. So I think it was like Mindful Kindness or something.
The Mindful. Well, I'm just going to open up some website that has some.
It's by Knitter's Pride.
The Mindful Collection.
Okay. All right. There you go. Mindful Collection. Very nice. I like them. So that's what I got. But my sister, we've talked about this before. I think it was it last episode that we talked about?
Yes, we talked about it.
So she wanted.
Because somebody told us.
Yes, I don't.
Because you showed the picture she sent you from Willow.
Yep. So she wanted a wrap that had sleeves and then it wrapped across the front. So this is what she found that she likes. I don't know if somebody showed this to us or if we just. I
googled wraps with sleeves. I searched for it on Ravelry, and that's one of the ones that came up.
It is. Let me show you how versatile it is. So it can cross in the front. It can be worn as a scarf. I've seen a lot where they can turn them into a scarves, or you can cross in the back, kind of like this. Like it's super versatile. This girl, what's her name? Knititude.
Chantal.
Sorry, Chantal.
You can. Maya Gishima.
Her patterns are beautiful.
All right, there's her name in Knititude is what her Instagram handle. Oops. My husband's home. I have like 360 on all of my family members, and I have it set so that when they pull into this location, it alerts me. So I know when the kids are coming in from college or from where they live and who's in and who's out. So, all right, so I found this one. This was same Knititude, same designer. This one's called the Wrap Me Up Sweater Scarf. And this is the back of it. Again, this one's the one Caytee showed. Has cables and lace.
So this one's called Wrapped Up in Cables Sweater Scarf. So the difference here is that it's the same thing. That one just doesn't have cables.
Right.
And
so here it is in the front. Okay. I have my brightness up too high. Let me turn my
She has down. If you scroll down on the pattern, she has save 10 off of 3, 15 off of 5, or 20 off of 8 of her pattern. She's got codes down there. So she has plenty of patterns to pick from. I've already gone through. I've got 5 of them picked out that I want to purchase.
I want to make the plain one because I want to wear it backwards from what she was doing it. So it's the straight across in the back. And it folds in the front.
So cute.
That's the way I want to wear
Perfect pattern. She bought yarn while we were at Yarnivore for it, and she picked a beautiful color.
Yeah, Archangel
from
Malabrigo.
Thank you, Malabrigo. Look at how
and this is in Rios because it's a worsted weight pattern. Yep. Hello, honey.
Hello.
We're recording.
Like it's pretty. She picked a good color.
Oh, Archangel just glows.
So.
It's like a fire, the heart of a fire.
Yeah.
Looking at the coals in a fire.
Look at all the colors that are in there.
Yeah.
So that's what
I have 3 skeins of it.
Guys,
4 skeins of it in sock weight.
I didn't buy this. This is yarn I got, and I didn't purchase it.
But she gets to knit with it.
I get to knit with it.
And then give it away.
So that was my Yarnivore purchases.
Yeah. That's a gorgeous color.
It's
Rachel's going to love that.
You want to keep going?
And Rios, have you knit with Rios before?
No, I don't think I have some, but I've never knit with it before.
It'll awesome. Be fun. It's a good knit. It's fun to
squish
knit with.
Yeah. I can keep going if you want to. Like, is that all you have left? Is those?
I've got that. I already have, but I talked about that last episode, and it came in, and then this, and then that.
I'll keep going then. All right. Also in Texas, I tried to get to a couple of, I've been to Yarnivore several times, but I tried to get somewhere else. So in New Braunfels, which is a suburb of
New Braunfels is how they actually say it. But
New Braunfels. I don't spend a lot of time in Texas, just so you know. I spend some, but not a lot. She did.
There's some really good beer gardens in New Braunfels, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, we frequented a couple of them while we were there. Yeah. There was a place called Farm to Needle. They're relatively new. I don't even think they've been open a year. I know, it was Farm to Needle, cute too. Cool. Cute little shop. Did I put pictures on Instagram yet? Go check Instagram. I'll have those pictures up. I love the shop. They were out of the shirt in the size I wanted. And it was so... I was heartbroken, but the guy behind the counter, when he said he didn't have it, he's like, here's a coupon for free shipping. So this is me, a knitrovert. V-neck shirt that says, a person concerned primarily with their physical and social proximity to yarn and knitting.
Amen.
And not people. That's what I would add at the end there.
And not people.
But I'm going to get this shirt eventually. But the shop was so cute. The owner, it was the husband. He was there, talked to us about the area. Very nice guy. He said he's been knitting for about a year, or maybe a couple years. And his wife's been knitting longer. But they moved from, I want to say New York, into that area.
Into New Braunfels.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We talked about our issues with the available grocery stores in the area. Like there's Walmart and H-E-B. That's it.
Okay, but we love some H-E-B.
I love
Especially
some of them.
H-E-B supers. I love those big H-E-Bs.
There's a H-E-B. It's the Whole Foods version of H-E-B. We do like that one. It's just I'm so used to Publix. Like that's what I grew up with, and it's very difficult to go from Publix to Walmart type places. Like buying your produce there is a little, I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me. So we talked a little bit about that. But I got 2 yarns. This here is, oh my gosh, it's so soft. Wool Folk. It is their snow, and in
S-N-O.
the color. Where's the color? Ooh.
Don't they just have numbers?
Yeah, it's 13 plus 31 is the color. And this, I also like this. It's 100% Ovis 21 Ultimate Merino Wool. 1% of profit on wool yarn goes back to Ovis 21. And I didn't look up Ovis 21. I don't know what that is. But look at this yarn.
Mama getting her Google out.
It is green and grayish. It is so squishy. I want to say this was a worsted weight.
It's DK, I think, isn't it? It was 21 to 24 stitches per inch.
21 to 25 stitches.
Okay, so yeah, it's DK.
Super squishy. I got the only 4 skeins they had. Super soft. I'm gonna make a little T-shirt from it. I can't remember what the pattern was. I might change it. It's a VIS.
Oh, I thought it said. Oh, it is. Okay, it came up.
On what? That can't
What?
be it.
No,
There it is.
it's a B corporation born in Patagonia, a network of producers and professionals
Who seek to change the paradigm from
Oh wait, no. Here, oh, that's in Spanish. You can't read that.
extractive something or other.
I don't know. Grassland certification for regeneration of grazing.
Oh, so they're trying to
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Bring back
Biodiversity, sustainability.
sustainability. Yeah,
Sustainability.
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. I looked at it just now and I saw that. But
it's a beautiful color. I don't know
very
if
nice.
you can see it because we're losing light.
Very difficult.
But it's a gray green marl.
Yeah.
With cream or white.
Whitish, yeah.
Light gray.
It's beautiful. So that one.
It's really pretty. I really like that.
And I always try, I think we talked about this before, I try to go for local yarn when I go to a yarn store. Yarnivore didn't have anything I really wanted, but again, I've bought stuff from them before. But they had this. This is from, it doesn't say where in Texas. It just says that it's hand dyed in Texas, Earth and Sky. Oh no, that's the color, sorry. Morningside Road Fiber. Look at how cute this little label is. It's got a little sheep
that. It's so pretty.
and a llama, like a little stick llama on it.
Yep.
So cute. So this has got to be Earth, maybe, and Sky. But look at these colors.
That's beautiful. I
And it
love
just-
that skein.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, I love the purple. You know, I love purple.
Yes. But honestly, it didn't matter if the purple was with this or not. I was going to get this skein of yarn. It is just beautiful. The fact that it came with a mini purple is just bonus. I think I'd put the purple with something else. Like this is just shines on its own.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's really pretty.
So yeah, Morningside Road Fiber. Love the color. It's beautiful.
It's
They
really
had
pretty.
several sock sets there that I
Yeah.
loved. But yeah, the guy was super nice behind the counter. Like very, very knowledgeable. And the shop was so cute. It's maybe
That's
as big
neat.
as your sunroom.
Yeah. I have more yarn.
Maybe.
You want to do your orders?
Yeah.
Well, I have. Okay, I'll tell you what. You did your store shopping, right? Where you did in person.
Yep.
Everything else is online.
Yes.
Okay, so let me do my in person.
In person. So we have local yarn stores. We've talked about one.
Yep, and this is Yarn and Y'all that I've talked about before.
So we went to and showed yarn from Red Stag that was at the Needletree, which is local to us. Yarn and Y'all is the other
Greenville
yarn shop. Yeah.
Okay.
Here is the pattern.
This is the shawl. All right, slide it over so you can see the back panel. Oops. There it is.
She sent it to me,
I
and
love-
guys, go ahead and think. What's the first thought you have here?
Rug.
carpet bag.
Yeah, carpet bag. She said carpet bag. I said rug.
My mom had something very similar that she used to use like for travel and stuff. Mm-hmm. Isn't Mary Poppins a carpet bag? Isn't that her bag?
Yes, it's a carpet bag.
Like that's
the Mary Poppins bag is a carpet bag.
It's beautiful.
I used to have a red rug in these colors. I mean, a rug in my apartment back when I was.
You want the green one?
Yeah, let's try to get the green out.
Blue one.
But
and
there's the red and the.
Oh, there's a cream color yellow too.
Yeah, see, there's those colors. Okay, there you go. Those are the colors. All right, the yarn is Queensland Collection United. It is a blend of lamb's wool and cotton. So it's 55% lamb's wool and 45% cotton. It's like a heavy sport light DK. And so it won't, with that amount of cotton in it, it won't be as hot or warm as it would be all wool. Because again, we live in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. But it's very soft. It feels like wool.
Yeah, it does. It
feels
very nice.
like wool. And
it'll look beautiful.
I can't wait. You start off the medallion in the back, and you knit it in the round.
Oh,
and then you
pick up and.
But they're steeked. The ends you do in the round too, but then you're steeked. So I'm excited about the technical challenges plus color work and all these colors. And I mean, this is going to be like a major piece.
Love it
when I get it done. Wow, was that yarning, y'all? God. They have Madeline Tosh, so I had to go. Tosh. You know, that's my favorite.
This yarn, look at these colors. Oh, it looks so beautiful. This is
bittersweet. It's Tosh Sport, Madeline Tosh Sport, which I love. Tosh Sport. It's my favorite yarn, and
look at all the colors in it.
Yeah, see how it's beautiful. These really dark colors. If you remember when we showed Katie's electromagnetic spectrum yarn that I used in my something, I used it as in something because we showed it on camera. This is the same same type of colors, just not quite as much rainbow, but it's real close. So I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something.
She bought all of it, so don't.
They only had 2 skeins.
That was it.
So, and then I also got, and I've shown this, last time I went there, I got 3 skeins of Madeline Tosh wool and cotton in a teal color, a smoky teal, not dark, but like a medium tone. And so I got these 2 skeins of gray to go with it.
Because they didn't have any more teal.
This is Tern. Madeline Tosh Tern.
T-E-R-N.
T-E-R-N, like a bird. It's
pretty.
Yeah. I've got several skeins of Tern in all the different bases, but because I love this color. It's my grayish, purpley gray that I love so much. Mm-hmm. It's not quite composition book gray, but it's lighter. But it's the same kind of color family as that color. So that's going to be something with that teal. I think I'm going to do a striped sweater
that'd be
out
nice.
of the 2 of them. So, all right, that's my in-store purchase.
Okay. I'll talk because you've already shown the art. So I bought some Color Theory.
That's what I use for the vest.
The vest. So I got this color of the Color Theory. This is Peacock. I love blue-green colors, and this is just, it's just beautiful. So I'm super excited about this. When I went on, they were having a 40% off sale or something. That's why I ordered it. I don't know that I'm going to make it, but I ordered a kit because the yarn was the same price in the kit. I got a free pattern out of it.
Yep.
Plus, it came with a free bag. So
I'm turning her into a bag lady, y'all.
This is a huge sack bag. Like, look at the size of this.
It's a drawstring.
Drawstring, that's what I meant. But so it's just, I've never seen one. I don't have one quite this big, so I'm very excited about it. But so remember, this is Color Theory by 2 of Wands, which you can see at the bottom there.
Yeah, 2 of Wands.
And then the other side has all of these like one-line drawings of different garments.
Yeah, different styles. There's a bag.
So cute. So
love bags.
That's the Color Theory yarn by 2 of Wands. I got 9 skeins of it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I was like, nine's good.
I love it. It was fun. It's a joy to knit with. It really is.
It's so squishy. It's machine washable and dryable, which is great. I can make this for somebody and them not ruin the.
Yeah, that's why my daughter's vest is in a machine washable yarn. Speaking of bags, Fat Squirrel, Amy Beth. In the past, in past years, always did a library card fabric. The old timey library cards that would be in the book and had the titles written in or typed on them.
Our kids
And
don't
you
even
and you
know.
would sign, and they would sign when you checked it out.
Yeah.
You know, your name and your date. They'd stamp it with a different
The date,
stamp.
yeah, when it was
always
due
looked different.
and-
Gotta love it. This fabric looks like it's just a whole bunch of library cards. So
They're
hold
so
that real
cute.
close so you can see what I'm talking about when I talk about library cards. Those of you who are young and never got to enjoy that.
The card tells you where it's supposed to go. Like where the location.
Where to shelve it, what the numbers are.
You can see everybody that read the book before.
Everybody who's read it before you can say, oh, look who checked it out. Yeah.
I used to love that in like middle school because then I could go talk to somebody about the book. Like I say, oh, you read this. What did you think?
Yeah.
5 times out of 10, it was like, oh, I didn't read it. I just checked it out.
I just checked it out and returned it. You know, I was supposed to do a book report, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But this is her Aran sweater size bag, and you
It's
can see
big.
this sucker's huge. It holds a ton of stuff.
Like that's. Is there any pockets in it?
No.
No. So it's just
Which
the bag with.
I don't use pockets.
She
in a
doesn't.
bag
No,
anyway.
I like to tell
I
you
throw
guys
other
what
bags
it is.
inside of
Yep.
it. But yeah, it doesn't have pockets. But you can, it does come with this wrist strap. But it holds, well, I mean, a big sweater.
Yeah. Oh
A
yeah.
huge sweater. Or 2 or 3 projects I've put, because I have other ones this size. I have 2 others this size, different fabrics. And I've put 2 or 3 projects at a time in there. And all the yarn that goes with. So you can see it's quite wide.
It's a good bag.
It's a really good bag. And it's heavy. She interfaces it
Yeah.
with, I mean, it's a good sturdy bag. So I was real excited to get that. I was haunted, just sitting there waiting for her to
Post
it
update.
for the update to go live, and I bam got it because I wanted that big one. So
You saying that? Rachel got me a Portland leather goods bag for Christmas. I'm gonna have to show it to you. I'll bring it next time, guys. I'll show you.
all right.
All right. This is sad, and maybe I don't because they're not saying it. Like it's not even on their website. So
But it's on everybody else's
else's
website.
website. So Shibui
yarn
They have decided, according to a lot of people,
to go out of business.
to go out of business. Which I do get it.
So everybody's putting their yarn on sale.
Yep. So Jimmy Bean had a sale on all their yarn. I was trying to get the Silk Cloud. This is the Silk Cloud tweed. I just wanted Silk Cloud, but they were already all out because everybody rushed to it. But this is just as nice. It's got these little hunks of tweed in there. You can't really see them.
It's
But
beautiful.
It's beautiful. So they had 5 skeins left. I got 5 skeins of it, so I can do something with it.
I yawned.
I'm supposed to buy yarn, or buy yarn that you're going to use. I don't know what to use it for, but I couldn't let it go. Like,
No, that's a.
they were like $14 a piece or something.
yeah, it's a deal.
It was a good deal, so I couldn't not.
And that's a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll use that.
yeah. I guess I have 2 more things to talk about. Do you?
I have one.
Okay, I'll go for one and then talk about the other one afterwards. Okay, we all know our absolute love for, gosh darn, Steph at
Stitch markers.
Adore
Knit.
Stitch Markers.
We love you, Steph.
We do love you, Steph. She did such a good job. So we have talked about it before. I really love the movie, The Labyrinth, which Michelle
I'm
has
going to
never
watch it. I'm going to watch it.
seen. So here are all the little.
Look how pretty. They're so pastel-y.
They are. They're very pastel and very nice.
so
These are very light too, like very almost.
I love those little ring things with the
Very
bead.
nice.
I love those.
And
I use them on everything.
maybe because my name is Catherine, she might not have known it was me, which is just funny. She sent like a free stitch marker too. She always does like the cutest little. Thank you for your order. I'm sending a snowman progress creep as a little thank you. I hope you enjoyed knitting with these while rewatching The Labyrinth. Like it's so cute. So here are the little. Here is where she goes to the ball in her dreams, really, and then the owl. Nope, wrong way. This way looks better. Let's see if we can get it to owl, which is a very pertinent character. Here's the snowman. I'll let you guys see the little snowman. He's so cute.
Aww.
But this says, through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered. And that's her phrase.
When Long Dog Yarn dyed her labyrinth colors, that's the colorway I got.
Yeah. So this is if you
I mean,
know
it's
the
named
movie,
that. It's
this
named
is
that.
part of the play and the lines that she remembers in there. So love your stuff, Steph.
Oh yeah.
So super excited about this.
I didn't bring it in here, but I talked about it last episode. I got the last 2 Yellowstone sets with Beth and Rip, and the sets that go with, and I just love them. I've got them all together. All 4 sets of Yellowstone are together, and when I cast on my rug shawl,
Yeah.
I forgot what the name of that pattern even is. Oh, wait. There it is. The Tamback Tribal.
I don't even think we said it, did
But
we?
I don't think we did. By Carol Sunday. I've always loved Carol's designs, and her technically are so cool. She does always some technique that I learned from her. I'm doing one of her patterns, but Tamback Tribal is the name of the pattern. I'm going to use it on that one.
I thought
I'm so excited.
I forgot to show these. These are from the Farm to Needle. Sorry,
Oh, yeah,
guys.
the Farm to Needle
These are
store.
a cute little logo.
So if you're ever in San Antonio area,
check it out.
Check
San
that out.
Antonio's huge too.
Well,
Sam
it
and
is,
Melissa, that's their name. That's the owner's name. They also have an online shop, so like check out.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can order from them online too. Sorry, I saw that and I was like, oh, I meant to talk about that. Okay, I got one more. No, I got 2 more.
you got 2 more. I have 1 more. So do something. Do one of them.
Okay. If you follow Twill in Print, she has been doing sweaters and jackets that she prints in shop, I think, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So we both have, I don't think we've shown it before, but we both have Stitch Witch, which is like a skein of yarn with cross needles and flowers.
It says Stitch Witch.
Says Stitch
Actually,
Witch.
we each have two different color sweatshirts.
And then there's another one. It doesn't say anything. It's just a skein of yarn with flowers around it. Super cute.
Yeah.
We both have that one. But she did a new one. First, I got a stitch marker.
That's
It's got
really pretty.
lavender and a skein of yarn and a crystal on it. Super cute. I just, I needed something else. But then
She needs something else.
I needed something else. I
Needs
need another
it.
stitch marker.
Needs it.
I could need a hole in my head. As my mother would say.
Yep. And often does.
So it is it's a normal zip up jacket with big pockets, but this is I need to put an arm in it or something.
Yeah. It's a zip hoodie.
Yep, I got the zip hoodie, which I do like a good zip hoodie.
And it's printed on the sleeves.
On the sleeve. So it's like sleeve tattoos. Can you guys see
I like that. I can see having that as a tattoo.
Her whole goal was to create a jacket where the sleeves look like they should be tattoos. And it's so cute. You could get
She
it
did a good job.
as a crochet hook or the knitting needles. I don't know if she's doing orders anymore. This was a pre-order, and then they printed it and shipped it after the pre-order. So she might do this again. This jacket is super soft. This is on both sleeves. It looks super cute. I would say
I love it.
I got a medium, and I think it's not like women's cut. So this will be a comfy big. Good night.
Well, because you're going to wear it over stuff,
Yeah,
so you want it to be loose.
It's
quite big.
yeah. It'll be big enough.
Yeah, it's quite big.
And I love a good hoodie. So and zip hoodies are fun.
Because she wears jackets and stuff all the time.
Yeah, I do.
Do you want to do your last one?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, you do yours and then I'll do mine.
I have more of the Primrose Seconds milled ends. They're Homestead yarn. So this is all going to be the Homestead worsted. So
Yeah.
I have this color already. This is Undergrowth.
This is what's in her sweater that she's wearing. Isn't that Undergrowth? In this one
I don't think so. Because I still have... No, the Undergrowth I have is Sport. And this
okay.
is worsted.
Okay.
So this is worsted Undergrowth. It's got a gray, yellow, plus orange. Maybe
I think that's it.
I'll have to look and see. I still have the label if Ari hasn't torn it to bits. Super, super nice yellow color. And I know she calls these like milled second hand. There's no problem with them in my eyes. Like, not really. I'll show you like one of them why I assume that it's going to be a second hand. But so that was Undergrowth. And then this is a new one that they're doing called Big Truck. And I
love that.
Loved the colors. Like, look at the colors in there.
It's the teal and orange. God, that just looks happy.
Yeah.
It just looks happy. I like that.
Is there one in here that was kind of like, oh yeah, that might be why, but it's, yeah. So there's like these little spots of puff, and it doesn't bother me. Like there's this, she sells them for $30 or $32, and her secondhand ones are $30 or $22.
Yeah.
So it's a good discount for yarn that really, in my opinion, just as good as the other stuff. So love that you do this. Please don't stop. And then these two are both supposed to be, oh crud, pheasant. And there's only two she had. They were together, and as soon as I saw them, I was like, I need both of them. Look at that.
It's the same colorway.
Same colorway. Again, this might be because they both look so different, but it could be that this is the purpose of this whole type of yarn. That's you get something
it is
different every time.
Yeah.
They're both beautiful. I will say, like, you can't request a color Like, she pictures all the yarn she has for that second sale.
Right.
And you get whatever. Like, if you order
like she
two,
put all the pheasant in a pile and
she picks out two. Like, you don't get to say, I want this one, I want that one. But there's like this, the big truck, there was like 10, 11 of them, and they all had the same kind of look about them. I mean, I could knit something with this and make them all work together.
Yeah.
These two are just so different, but so, they're just pretty.
They're pretty. I love that color.
So I was like, I'm buying both
Very
those.
rainbowy.
Yes. Oh, I don't know which one yet, but this is going to be my Killer Queen. Like, one of these is going to go in my Killer Queen.
Do I have it pulled up?
I thought, like, I saw that. And
I know
was like,
we talked about it last time or time before. Killer Queen is one of the ones we've shown.
I like this bright orange.
It's one of the neckerchief cowls.
By Lyrical Knits.
A
little bit of
Mary
color.
Anarella. I thought I still had it.
I think we
pulled up.
literally talked about it last episode. So if you, there it is.
There it is.
I just thought that
So what happens when you have 84 tabs open?
having that like orangish color she has and be one of these
Ooh.
with a solid color background.
That
was my plan.
Be gorgeous.
But I didn't know which one I
Killer
wanted.
Queen Cowl by Mary Anarella.
I had to buy
Lyrical
them all
Knits.
because I didn't know which one I wanted to put in the cowl. You know, like
Yeah.
it was a very tough decision.
Yeah, really hard.
I did actually take yarn out of my cart.
That'll be really pretty in that
I like that
colorway.
idea. So I'm super excited
will
about
be
that.
really
That was my
pretty.
idea there. I think that is my many purchases have come to an end. Oh,
Okay.
I spent a ton. This is why we're having. You know what? I might as well just call it a dry January. But dry January for me means no spending money.
Yeah, that me too. I'm trying really, really hard. This was all in December.
Yes.
Okay, I talked about this on the last episode. I showed this version of Strawberry Mountain in those colors, and the Strawberry Mountain pattern by Kay Hopkins. Strawberry Mountain Cowl by Kay Hopkins. I don't know if I still have it pulled up or not because I purchased it. So
she's the one. Like, she comes out with so many patterns.
Just beautiful things. I don't still have it pulled up.
Between her and
It's called Strawberry Mountain Cowl by Kay Hopkins. And I
think I get an email a week from
I bought
her.
it, so that's why I don't have it still open.
She's very prolific in her designs. Like, she
really,
just keeps
really.
they just keep coming. It's amazing.
But that color combination was what intrigued me. So I have the skein of birch from Red Stag Fibers, and I'm not sure if it's showing up on camera or not, but it's almost a variegated looking tonal.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking way more ecru on the screen than it is in real life. It's more of a taupey beige.
It is, yeah.
I don't know how to get that to show up, but
Let's
it's not real. There you can see a little bit. Ooh, no, that's not. That might be better. You see, it's got a taupe.
Oh.
It is a taupe color to it. It's not as ecru. I mean, as beige or cream. It's not as cream. But this is exactly the yarn that is used in the variegated part, the color work part, is this yarn. Mm-hmm. So
That'll be pretty. I love it.
That's going on the needle soon. It was going to be my cast on until the mystery knit along started that I wanted to do with the minis. But this is going on the needle soon because I want to wear that this winter.
Yes.
So I need to get it on the needles and gone. Okay. That and the tan back tribal, the big rug. Those are my next cast-ons because I want to work on them. Now, the big rug is not going to get done it'll probably take me a year at least of doing it because I have to be in, that's going to be a lot of following a chart and really focusing stitch by stitch. And I don't have all that much focus time in my life. It has to be on a Saturday, Sunday because I'm worthless after work.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of concentration powers.
It's not there.
I'm just too tired.
Yeah.
So.
You want to talk about patterns we found?
Sure.
That's another goal for us is to start putting this into Ravelry too.
Yes.
Because we have talked about that before. So this is one that I found, and I don't know what I was searching, but this is Ray by Becca Knits. Guys, this is such a cute pattern.
That really is.
I mean, it is beautiful. Look at the front. And this is an old pattern. I just happened to find it.
It's stripes and fade and all those things that make me go pitty pat.
Yes.
And it's fingering.
It's fingering weight. I've got a ton of fingering weight yarn.
Yeah, ditto.
It's good.
Ditto.
This one is. I don't even know how I found this. When did this come
I don't
out?
either, but I really love it.
In June of 2018. Like, how have I not?
How did, and I mean, have we missed this? Oh, y'all, this is so us.
Okay, so this is called Dipped Arms by Katrin Schneider. Yeah.
Katrin?
Katrin?
Yeah, wait. Something.
Here. There's her name.
Katrin.
And this is the arms. Oh, look at how
Can you see?
I
It
think
seriously
kinda
looks like
see.
paint
It
drips
does.
running
Oh my
up and
gosh.
down.
And then on.
Ooh, I do it in red, call it my blood drips.
There you go.
Wear it during blood unit.
And then the pockets have like a duplicate stitch, little drip on it for this version. There's 2 lengths.
There's a
of course,
short one and there's a long one.
You could always make whichever
Either
length you
or.
want, but there's a shorter one.
I so want to go play with yarn and pull that together.
I don't know how I found it. A lot of
I've got it
patterns are
open
like
on
that,
one of
but
my tabs now that she showed it to me.
It is gorgeous. Fingering weight again. So I know we pick a lot of fingering weight sweaters, but that
We
was
like knitting and fingering weight, so that works. All right, here's one I've got. It's a cowl. Go figure. Colorwork cowl. The kind of thing I just absolutely adore. This is called the Night Magic Cowl by Carly Perrins. And I just love it. It's got the moon phases, moths, mushrooms, and my trees. I'm so excited. I want to do it exactly those colors even. I just absolutely love this. I might do a beigey, creamy color instead of the yellow for the mushrooms and the moons. But the purples and the greens are so up my alley. But I really, really love that. And I think that may have to happen soon. It's a DK. DK color work goes really fast. I mean, my perception is that it goes fast.
Yes.
I don't know how fast it is.
Well,
but
the worsted was pretty quick.
yeah, this went. Yeah, mine's DK, but this went real fast. So, I mean, but yeah,
Very nice.
I love it.
This one's not out yet, but I'm making it as soon as
Okay.
as soon as it comes out. This is I don't know how I found this girl. She's on Instagram as Winter's Weather Knits, and this is a pattern that hasn't released yet. Still in test knitting, but it's a scrappy cardigan.
Marled, because she's holding different strands together. So I mean,
the
call it
marled
marled.
look, and she's calling it Bohemian
Scrapsody.
Like,
Gotta love the name.
it's
Love
such a cute name. Like, but look at this cardigan. It is just so. I love it. I'm excited to make this. Like, as soon as it drops, I'm buying it. I might even cast on before I finish anything else.
Winter's Weather Knits, right? Okay, I found her on Ravelry. I'm trying to get that so you can read it. Winter's
You can read it.
Weather Knits. There we go.
And she's got some great patterns. Don't get me like. There's this cardigan that she's
Her name's
dropped.
Joey.
Cute. I love the name. Her patterns are adorable. The cowl. That's what it was. That's the one you like so much. Look at this
is.
cowl.
Oh yeah.
It is
Seriously.
Oh my gosh.
This it's called Canto, and there's a close-up version. I mean, picture of
Look
it.
at it.
Where's that one that where it
backside?
showed the backside? Yes, that one.
Like, look at how cute it is. I don't know how she does what she did in there, but I am
It's beautiful.
beautiful.
I love the structure. It's so geometric.
What did she call it? Because it's not. She didn't call it a cow. What did she call it?
Cowl kerchief.
Cow kerchief.
Cowl kerchief. Instead of a bandana cowl, she calls it a cowl kerchief. I
love
love that.
We always called them kerchiefs.
I'm going to start using that.
Here's another one that she had was super cute. Another cow kerchief. Yeah,
That's it. In purples, look. Oh my God, I love that.
definitely have a new favorite knit designer. Like she is
we're
on
gonna
the list.
we're both following her now.
And I'm gonna buy that pattern. It dropped. It's mine.
I'm getting the cowl kerchief, the canto.
Look at her pine and needle
I am getting
socks.
the canto.
Load. Look at the socks.
Yeah, pine tree socks. I love the pine tree socks.
So cute.
Yeah, there's a lot here that we're definitely gonna be pursuing.
Yeah. So check her out as well. We love her stuff. Again, we haven't bought the patterns yet, but as soon as when the other one drops, I will add a bunch to cart and just
Because she
buy
has a
all at
deal.
once.
It's
Who does she?
buy two get one free
There you
for
go.
patterns. I already got 3 I want, so hey. Although I'll wait just so in case I can get 2 sets of 3.
Yeah. Well, and it might be she says some exclusions apply, so it might be a little different.
Wait,
but
that's the knit rainbow thing. I think that's all.
That's about it.
that one, but
Well, yeah.
that's. I'm trying to remember whose it is. I can't. It's Phosvian is the name of the sweater by Inga Simmingsen. If you can see the name there, and what I like about it, if you can see, it's color work and cables.
Oh, cute.
And texture. See the cables there?
Oh. Is there a close-up photo?
There is. There's got to be. There, that's
Ooh,
better.
yeah.
You can see it here. And the long depth of the ribbing on the
guys,
sleeves.
it's beautiful. Can you see the? Yeah, you can see it there. Yeah.
The body is textured. And there's okay, so you color work and then there's texture in the round and then color work and then texture. And the sleeves, the ribbing starts right there and goes the whole length of the sleeve.
Oh, it's cute.
Isn't that cute? I love the juxtaposition of the texture and the color work in the same garment, and that just
it's beautiful.
That just excites me. So I just found that one the other day.
It's funny. You guys realize we're probably never going to knit all these patterns.
Oh yeah, but there's things about them that they're just so pretty. Maybe we show them and somebody does knit it, and we can
show
say,
us. Seriously,
we did that.
seriously, reference say, hey, episode 15, you talked about this. Look what I did. Like we want to see your projects.
Yeah. Especially if you found something that we babbled on about one of these episodes, because we were not ever going to get through it.
Not all of them.
Not all, but I just thought that was so pretty.
I don't think I've ever seen color work and cables like that.
Intermixed like this.
Yeah.
I've seen it where it was like a color work yoke,
and then
it's or stripes of color work, then a stripe of texture, like all the leaves are brown that we showed last time, where it had the color work stripes with a texture stripe, then a color, which I still love that pattern. I'm gonna, that.
But it's very different.
It's
from
different.
Anything
It's just different. I like that. But that's really all I have.
That's all I got too.
I'm
Wow.
I had 3 of those.
Oh.
I had 3 of those.
We were going to talk about Nerdy Bird.
Well, let's talk about Nerdy Bird. Did you bring any Nerdy Bird with you?
No, but I'll put it all online. So we were talking and
we've told y'all. I mean, past episodes that Caytee had Nerdy Bird yarn and was selling yarn pre-COVID.
COVID hit.
This is Effie's. Orange is Effie's hair is one of her colors.
Yeah. And it just, when COVID hit, I've talked about it before, it just was no longer viable because I made all my sales through fiber shows, or we had a farmer's market in my town, and I would go on Saturdays and do the farmer's market and make money that way. When COVID hit, all of that kind of stopped, and then Zach and I moved, and then I just haven't picked it up again because it's been kind of like moving, and now masters and AP chemistry and things like that. It hasn't come to the point where I can really pick it up and keep doing it.
Right.
But I have 4 huge tubs of yarn that I have dyed that I'm going to list on Etsy, and I'm going to let you come get what you want. So and then eventually I'll get to the point where I can start dyeing again, especially after August of this year. Like I'll be good. Everything will be done. But I don't know. I see things like the yarns we look at, and I want to get back into it. Like it's so much fun.
She's going to teach me how.
It's chemistry.
It's chemistry.
It really
is chemistry.
And the whole process is just, it's so much fun to watch your yarn go from that white color into something that you've created with your own hands, and it's beautiful. And
And she has a wonderful sense of color, y'all. She really does. Her colorways are gorgeous.
My grandfather was Polish, I guess. So I'm definitely a Polak. Stripes and polka dots, bring it on.
That's ringing my bell right there. I love the stripes.
I mean, I've never been good at styling clothes, but colors are different. And
the color's different.
And then of course Zach's an artist, so if I need like color sense questions, he's always really good about complementary and contrast colors for me.
It says my husband is a color chemist. His original degree is textile chemistry, and he worked as a color chemist and color and selling dyes. He sold dyes to textile plants before he became a financial consultant person.
So I'll show you. This is the Instagram. The shop is not open.
Not yet.
We'll
let you know when it is, though.
But here's little
Nerdy Bird yarn. That's on Instagram.
There's my little mascot. We call him Gage, by the way.
Gage. Her husband drew him.
No. He's modeled after my husband. I paid a guy on Fiverr.
I just always thought Zach did it.
It was his concept.
Oh, okay.
But he was like, but I needed certain types of files to use, and he didn't know how to do that.
He didn't have that.
So the guy who did it for me, like, I've got little pins, like little gauge pins. Like, how cute he is. He's got braces on his teeth. Can you guys see that? Like,
his braces.
He's a bird with teeth with braces.
He's so cute. That's Gage.
Gage.
We have Gage on our water cups. Gage. I don't have him on this one because I couldn't find I found it the other day, so I now will put it on my water cup.
Let's see if I've got this is one of the boards, and I have most of these colors because this was October of 2019. So it's the witching hour.
Oh, I like that color.
All these colors.
Yeah.
So it'll all be listed. It's going to take a while to take photos and that kind of thing, but keep an eye out on that. I'll post all that.
We'll get the word out.
Yeah, it will get better. Like, I will get to a point where I can actually start dyeing yarns again. So if you see something you like, just hit me up, and once I start dyeing, we can chat about custom orders and things like that. But I just wanted you guys to be aware that I'm gonna
get back into it. I'm so excited. I'm gonna learn how.
I keep looking at watching videos of people dyeing yarn on Instagram and
YouTube and Instagram.
I'm jealous. I miss it. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
it's messy.
So we're gonna get back into it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. So I wanted to make you guys aware. We still have not dyed the third color for my Garter Abyss. It just has not worked out. We were gonna do it last week, and then she got sick. So it'll happen. Again, this is why I'm not currently dyeing yarn, because of time constraints.
It's just too much going on right now. But we're gonna get it all worked out.
I don't know. I shoved 4 buckets of yarn in a closet, and I haven't looked at it. And my mom said she needed something. She came over. I saw all the buckets sitting there, and I was like, why am I just letting this sit here? Like, it needs to get out there and be made into something. Like, I want to see garments made out of this. So
I promise I'll leave some for the rest of y'all.
Michele was my show buddy.
I did. Yeah, I did all the samples.
She did. She did every last one.
All the samples.
But she would unpack yarn. Oop, one's mine.
Yeah. I only unpacked half of it because the other half went to my pile.
It really did. It was fun to watch. She got paid in yarn.
I did. I got paid in yarn. I bought all the yarn. So I'll leave a little bit for y'all.
Yeah. So, keep an eye out for that. I'm excited to share that with you guys.
Electromagnetic spectrum, if you see it, it's because I died and went away.
Yeah.
Because that's my fave. I love that.
It is such a good color.
It really is.
It's like,
I promise I'll leave some.
I won't tell you guys what I do. Like, I put all the rainbow colors on there, and I use then I just over dye it with black, and it just pops.
It's so pretty.
It's beautiful. I
love it. It's my fave.
And it's fun. A lot of it's really fun because you can see, like, you put a color on there and you're like, oh, that's brown, but it's not like it's not brown. Because acid dyes it looks brown when it's all together, but there's actually different colored dyes mixed into it. Yeah. And so when they hit that water, you can actually see the colors start to separate sometimes.
They break.
It is
the emulsion breaks and moves.
So beautiful. Cowl room's like that. Mm-hmm. It is literally just brown dye, but you get blues and pinks and all kinds of different colors with the brown, and it's
so cool.
It's a pretty color.
It really is. It's fun.
It is. It's so much fun. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. So
yeah. So we'll keep you updated on what's going on with that.
I think. Did you want to talk about your new phrase that somebody? It's not necessarily going to be our closing, but somebody shared this with us. It was so good.
Oh shoot! I want to get the words right. I'll have to look it up.
We love reading your comments on
our
videos.
We text back and forth. Did you read this? Did you see
it? We're kind of bad about checking all the places because we literally have like 5 or 6 places where comments can come in. So if we miss something, we're very sorry.
Sorry.
We don't mean to miss it. We really do read every comment and try to respond to every comment. There it is.
Okay, this is it. It's from the Crafty Chemist. So being chemist, and most of you probably know because it was a huge marketing slogan for the chemical industry. Mm-hmm. Better living through chemistry, right? You've heard that, and then the drug people took it on as better living through chemistry. Yep. Like, drug up. That's But what the Crafty Chemist told us was, I feel like your slogan should be better living through knitistry.
And we do.
So we love that. We do live better. Great. Through Knitistry. So we're going to start using that.
We stole it. We asked.
We asked permission to start using that. So we're going to start. We may end up with T-shirts.
Yeah. So I found a way for us to actually be able to low-cost T-shirts for you guys. I just have to draw up the specs and things.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. I really do.
I think it'd be fun. So we might have that as a slogan.
Better living through Knitistry. I think that'd be awesome. Put on the back.
Oh yeah, it'd be so much fun.
Have our tile on the
Square,
front
yeah.
and then on the back.
Better living through.
That would be so cute.
What I knitting periodically.
Knitting periodically. What I thought you were talking about was what I put in our one of our Instagram posts about the.
Oh yeah, that phrase too. That one. Somebody asked.
I'd be known for the phrases.
So
it was on the Instagram thing about the fresh start thing.
It was the making story.
Like making story, right? About
how we got started.
How we got started, and I referenced that once I got back into knit, retaught myself how to knit my senior year in college. After that it was balls to the wall. Play on words, balls of yarn, right?
Yep.
I was like, but I just wanted,
That's good.
That I was not referencing any body parts. That the balls to the wall saying originated with military aviators.
As a lot do.
But, yeah, a lot of things that come. That's where FUBAR came from. People just want you to know. Snafu, FUBAR, all military acronyms. But we aren't going to talk about that right now.
They're bad.
Balls to the wall is not an acronym though. It's actually because, and especially in early military jets, there was a ball, a round implement on the end of their joystick. The gear thing that and when you push it forward, it makes the plane go faster. And so when they were on the radio and they'd say balls to the wall, meaning let's speed up, everybody go faster. So that's where the saying came from, balls to the wall. So
history lesson
right there. I love phrase and word or origin stories.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love that kind of stuff.
Wasn't you telling me about orientated?
Yeah.
I use it in AP chemistry. We were talking about orientation of when they're orientated in the correct way.
Y'all, it still bugs me. And they've put it in
the dictionary.
Stupid dictionary now. It came out of the 80s in all the team concept stuff and broadcasters all started saying orientated or orientate. And I'm like, no, you orient things or you oriented it and you have changed its orientation. Orientate was never a word until they made it. It was never a word, people. It was never a word. That bugs me. And the 110%. You can't do more than 100%. If you're not giving it all you got, you can't give more than you got.
That's right. We've talked about that one before. Irregardless gets me.
Yeah, no.
Because that's a double negative.
It's a double negative.
Just stop it.
Just don't use that one. But there's all kinds of things like that just really get me.
Well, I saw this, it was a reel a while back about how words change. And it really does. Like, words change, especially based on what we say and do. But it was talking about the word verse or versus, like this team versus another team, and how our mindset changes what the word is. So the guy was explaining that kids will say, you're going to verse them, and it was like, we're going to play against them. Yeah. Because of the way they've grown up with the word. It's very interesting. I'll see if I can find it and share it with you guys. But it was very, like, watching it, it was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, words change based on that, like that. Now, sometimes they just come up with stupid phrases. Like the one right now, in case you guys want to know, it's called lock in.
Yeah. When
kids are like, and it works. It's fun being a teacher. I'm telling you why. Because the kids come up with these phrases, and then we start using them.
Freaks them out.
It freaks them out.
Because they don't even think we're listening to them.
They're getting crazy. I'm like, guys, lock in. She said, lock in. We better lock in. Better lock in.
So funny.
There was that, was it Visco Girls a few years back?
Yes.
And they would make this noise. They'd walk up and down the hall.
Yes.
We started doing it.
Stopped right away. Because it's not cool when the teachers do it.
No.
So when things really irritate, like I got a whole bunch of kids to stop flipping water bottles because I flip bottles.
Yep.
And they stop because it's not cool. Miss Kessler does it.
Yep. There's been so many phrases that once you start using them,
they'll start
out the window.
Crunk. That's the other one that I absolutely freaking hate. Crunk. Let's get crunk. I'm like, what are you trying to say? Cranked, apparently.
Yeah, cranked, but turned into crunked. Say trunk.
I can't stand that. That just drives me.
Okay, now this is gonna be fun. I want to know the words, like the words you guys know that kids make up that bother you. Put them in the comments.
Put them in there. Yes.
I want to see.
Let's see if it's not just us.
Yes, please make us feel a little better about ourselves.
It's not just us having fits about words. Yeah, sorry.
No, I think
But we really do have collecting words.
And then some, I don't know.
It just drives me crazy.
Being ghosted is one of those that they do. Is like,
I know.
Or
drip. Oh,
yeah.
Of course, it's all over media. It's on commercials and sports people use it and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, I'm old, but it needs to have. I need to follow the progression. Where did it come from? Anyway, so y'all tell us what words are in your area, because it changes with area.
It does.
When I moved from down here up to New England for those years that I was up there, it's a completely different lexicon.
Yep.
The jargon is completely different.
So it'd be interesting to see those words. I'm trying to think of there's. I'm sure there were some when I was a kid. I can't think of any right now, but if I do,
well,
we'll put them in there.
Adults had no problem correcting you when you used improper grammar or improper words back then. So
that's a story for no days. We can't talk about that.
No,
we can't talk about that.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. I think we're done.
We're done. It's an hour and 45 minutes in.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not too bad. We'll get the show notes done and get this thing. What little editing we're gonna? Yeah, we won't.
I really don't edit, guys. It's not.
I didn't cuss tonight.
But I haven't been editing it either.
Yeah, no, we've been leaving it in.
I did. Last one was bad because I went through and I blurred out names on the Instagram stuff.
Oh,
because I realized I showed a lot of people's names, and if you didn't want to be shown, I didn't want to throw you into that. So I did blur those, but that didn't take long though. But the only thing I edit is I put our names up here so you guys can see how they're spelled.
Yeah, and they're which different. One of us it is. Yeah, we both spell our names differently.
There's no mascots. I just realized when I was talking about the names that we forgot Earl and Rhonda.
They're in the shell world.
Oh my gosh. We will bring them back in the next little episode.
Well, yeah, when we do our ECAL, our experimental knit along wrap up show in a few days, then we'll have Earl and Rhonda will be front and center for that one. Guys. I'm sorry, Earl. Sorry, Rhonda. I didn't either, and I went in there to get something, and I didn't even think to pick them up. Of course, my room is a wreck.
The holidays do that sometimes. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. You're trying to go through things like the table.
Oh yeah, there's piles. Oh, I hadn't taken my Christmas stuff down yet. That's this weekend, and
sorry guys.
Sorry, we're a little discombobulated.
We leave all the equipment on the table at where our recording area because it doesn't matter.
We don't use this room anyway.
But Rhonda and Earl, the cats,
we can't leave them out. The Tailless Wonder loves those things, and he tries to pull all the stuffing out, all the poofs. And so I have to hide them and keep them away from him. So he has not made an appearance today.
I haven't seen him. I saw Simba, but
he's following his daddy around probably because the cats love Philip. He's their person.
All right, guys. I think we're
sorry. We've just been babbling. If you're still with us, God bless you, because we've just been babbling all over the place.
Yeah. So sorry. All right, everybody.
Knit periodically. Have a wonderful day.